Namaskar and welcome to this month's chapter of Object Speaks, a single object virtual exhibition series organized by Zonal Anthropological Museum, Anthropological Survey of India, Southern Regional Center, Mysore. In last month's chapter, as we promised, this month also we are here with another interesting museum object for your information. Due to post-COVID situation, museum tries to reach maximum visitors virtually through its every month chapter. So today I am going to take you on a digital dive to experience the wonderland of unique wooden toys and dolls of India. That is the best all of the Tiger of Mysore, yes, the Tipu Sultan. Let's have a look.
Channapatna, a small city located 60 kilometers southwest of Bangalore, known for its wooden toys and lacquerware on Bangalore-Mysore State Highway under Ramnagar district. Channapatna, more often known as Gombegalla Oru, means the toy town of Karnataka, has a legacy of toys which goes back to more than 200 years. The earliest mention of this place is in Vijayanagara record from neighbouring village Krishnapura, date 1387 AD, where there is a reference of Channapatna Rea. It is locally said that in olden days the place was also called as Chandrapura, but there is no epigraphical evidence to this view.
One of the most important aspects of Tipu's contribution to aesthetic was, in late 18th century, the development of art and craft of Mysore Kingdom and involvement of Persian artists in Channapatna to train the artisan about this unique doll and toy making craft.
Tipu Sultan, also known as Tipu Sahab or the Tiger of Mysore, was the ruler of Kingdom Mysore. He introduced a number of administrative innovations during his rule, including a new coinage system of calendar and a new land revenue system which initiated the growth of the Mysore silk industry. He deployed the rockets against advances of British forces in Anglo-Mysore War. The Channapatna town's toy-making custom is said to have originated in 18th century, when Tipu Sultan was gifted a lacquered wood toy made in Persia. Mesmerized by the artistry of the toy, he asked for artisans from Persia to be brought into his region to train the locals to make similar toys. Artisans who learned the craft settled in Channapatna, while some settled about 65 km from his capital Srirangapatna. And that's how the towns associated with toys began. Not only Tipu Sultan, but Hyder Ali also loved to experiment with new machinery available technology and might have encouraged the use of lathes in making toys.
In 18th century, under the patronage of Tipu Sultan, one of the most striking and attractive wooden toy has been developed by these artisans, famously known as Tipu's Tiger. The tiger is a life-size automaton or mechanical tiger mauling a European soldier. This object, after the death of Tipu Sultan, all the way sailed to London, and nowadays it has been conserved by the Victoria and Albert Museum, London.
Even though Tipu Sultan had a strong Persian link, and apart from getting people from Persia, he also got people from China, Iran, and even an engineer from France to provide their expertise to this craftsman. Making of the wooden dolls or toys start with a collection of soft ivory wood, or locally known as halemara. The halemara tree, which is grown in and around 6 km radius of Channapatna, is the main ingredient of the craft. It's sourced from farmlands. Cut ones are sourced sawmill. The tree is of high medicinal value. The oil extracted from this it is used by the drug company like Himalaya. The tree has high pollination rate and grows with the help of a rainwater. Thus, the ecosystem for this craft is balanced. The produced hale wood has to be processed before moving to the production phase. Following the traditional way of technology, the ivory wood is set to the manual turning tool. The manual lathe used on the workpiece, which functions based on the hand movement given by the craftsman. While the wood turns on the lathe, the craftsmen start pruning and carving the workpiece. The pruning and carving is done using different types of tools. Lathe stick is pressed on the surface of the wood of uniform application of the color. Cactus leaf is used to smoothen the surface of the wood, and then the colored toys or dolls is ready to remove from the lathe. Another important phase of this toy making is coloring of the toys with the colored lacs. In the 19th century, lac was plentiful in Karnataka, but nowadays the artisans are acquiring this lac from Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal. 3 different varieties of lac are used in the lac tannery process. Production of lacquerware involves a series of steps, all of which can be accomplished in a household workshop. The preparation of lacquer from lac begins with the heating and softening. Lac is stuck on the end of the 2 identical wooden sticks, which are heated until the lac becomes plastic and malleable. The heating process is repeated occasionally to maintain plasticity. A specific amount of lithophone is then added to the softened lac and then beaten continuously until a white tint appears. The natural vegetable color extracted from natural element as yellow from turmeric, blue and black from indigo, orange from kanchi kumkum powder, red from natural alizarin and kumkum powder, green from indigo and turmeric light brown from katha, dark brown from ratanjot. Vegetable dyes has high performance and durability and ensure that the toys and dolls are safe for the use of the children. Lac stick of the chosen color is pressed to the revolving wood. The friction causes heat, which causes the lac to melt and spread uniformly over the area on which it is applied. Final finishing is done using a screw pine leaf. It helps spread the lac on the turning wood and in polishing the project. Then the lacquered article is separated with a cutting tool and removed from the lathe. Each component are produced at a place and assembled at a different place or section. Dussehra in South India is a significant carnival that celebrates goddess Durga's victory over demon Mahishasur. The Bommala Koluvu, as it is called in Andhra Pradesh, the Gollu, as it is known in Tamil Nadu, the Gombe Pradarshana, as it is observed in Karnataka, is an inherent part of Dussehra. Following an age-old tradition in Navaratri, where dolls or goddesses, saints, etc. are worshipped, and Dussehra Gollu is arranged in a specific order in steps of odd numbers. It is believed that all gods and goddesses renounced and surrendered their powers to goddess Durga so that she could emerge victorious in her battle over Mahisasur. In this process, the gods and goddesses get transformed into near dolls. As in verse, the people sacrifice worship during Navaratri and Dashera, especially where the Gombe Pradarshana is set up, and they worship these dolls. In Karnataka, Channapatna and Kinal are the two places where Gombe dolls are made. Thus, during this particular festive time of the year, there remains a high demand in Channapatna.
Now this 200 years age old fascinating craft has been reached every nook and corner of the world. Under the project of Google for India, connecting billion of people to the power of internet, this Channapatna toy got its place and received 4.8 star from the world. This documentary has been promoted by the famous actor, director and producer of Bollywood, Farhan Akhtar.
जैसे चन्नापटना के रियाज अन्ना। ये मूर्तियां पूरी दुनिया में सिर्फ यहीं बनती हैं और इस सदियों पुरानी कला को सलामत रखने का इन्होंने एक नया तरीका सीखा, इंटरनेट। बस फिर क्या, आज ये मूर्तियां दुनिया भर में छाई हुई हैं और ऑनलाइन 4.8 स्टार्स पाना भी खुद ही में एक कला है, नहीं? वैसे कलाकार तो यहाँ एक से बढ़कर एक हैं और देखना चाहेंगे।
The GI held by Channapatna products that prevent similar toys from being produced anywhere else in the world. Karnataka Handcrafts Development Corporation providing marketing support to Channapatna artists. Karnataka State Small Industry Development Corporation Limited and Export Promotion Council for Handicrafts set up a craft park in the late 2000 in Kalanagara and introduced machinized facility for production.
So here we will conclude our this month chapter. Don't forget to share and like this exhibition. Support our culture, support our country. Stay safe, stay healthy.